Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Tessie and today we'll be making a wrap top. This tutorial is going to be very quick and easy. If you're yet to subscribe, kindly do so. Let's get right into the video. So guys, when drafting a wrap top, you're working on the back pattern first. So I folded my fabric into two and this will serve as the starting point. To know the amount of fabric to fold, your bust measurement divided by 4 plus 2 inches sewing allowance. So that's what I did here. So from the starting point, I'll be chalking the length of the top. So the full length of the top is 22 inches, but I have 20 inches here because I'll be adding 2 inches band to it later. So from that starting point, I'll be taking my shoulder measurement divided by 2 inches. So my shoulder divided by 2, I'll have 7.5. So I came down to the armhole line. My armhole is 9 inches. From that point, I'm just going to connect the lines together. So what I'll do next is chalk from the shoulder to the bust point. So from the shoulder to the bust point, I chalked 11 inches and connected. So this point will serve as the waistline. For the neckline, I'll be using 3 inches and I'll be going down by 1.5. So I'll go ahead now to connect the lines together. After doing that, I'll be coming down by 1 inches for my shoulder slope. Then I'll connect them together. So what I'll do next is check what I have on that chest line area. I have 8 inches divided by 2 is 4. So from that point, I'm just going to curve out my armhole. So after doing that, I'll be placing my body measurement, my bust divided by 4, and I'll add 2 inches sewing allowance to it. Then I just connected that dot to the bust point line. And I'll be placing my waist measurement divided by 4. My waist divided by 4 will give me 8 inches plus 2 inches sewing allowance. So I'll go ahead to connect from the bust point to the waistline. So guys, we are done with our back bodies. I'm just going to cut it out. So on that shoulder area, I'll come up by half an inch for the shoulder seam. So guys, we are done with the back part of the top. So we'll go ahead now to cut the front. So for the front, I folded my fabric into two. And on that folded area, I'm going to be coming in by 5 inches. So you can choose to come in by 4, 5, or 6. It depends on how covered you want that wrap area to be. So I chalked 5 inches and I'm going to connect that 5 inches all the way down to the top. So as you can see, I went ahead to connect my lines. So what I'll do next is place my back pattern on the front. So I placed it on that line after the 5 inches line. So guys, what I'll do is that bust point line at the back, I'm going to connect it to the front just as you see me do. So guys, after doing that, I'll go ahead now to cut out my pattern. So guys, after cutting out my pattern, I'm just going to take out the back. I don't need it anymore. So what I'll do now is, on the back pattern, we came in by 3 inches for our neck. So I'll also come in by that same 3 inches. So from that 3 inches line, I'm just going to connect it all the way to the bust point. And from the bust point, I'll connect straight down. So just watch what I'm doing. So from that bust point line, just connect it straight down. You can use your ruler, anyone that works for you. So guys, as you can see, I'm trying to make the lines visible. So after doing all of that, I'll go ahead now to cut out my fabric. So after cutting it out, this is what I have. As you can see, I have two pieces for the front. So guys, you can cut out your lining or you use a bias to turn it over. So I'm just going to be using a bias. I'm going to place my bias this way. I'll run a stitch all the way down and I'll turn it. So I'll do the same thing for the other side as well. And I'm also going to do same thing for the back neckline. So I'll place my bias on that neckline area and I will stitch and turn it over. So after doing all of that, as you can see, this is what it looks like. This is what it looks like. So what I'll be doing next is joining. So I'm just going to be joining the front part and the back part together. So I'm just going to place my front on the back this way, and I'll be stitching on that shoulder area by half an inch on both sides. So guys, for my sleeve, as you can see, I've gone ahead to cut out the sleeve. I'll be dropping a detailed tutorial on how to achieve a basic sleeve. I went ahead to notch the middle part of the sleeve as well. So guys, after joining that shoulder area, I'm going to be attaching my sleeve. So I went ahead to open up the top this way. So I'll go ahead now to place the sleeve on the top, and I'll place the notched area on that shoulder area and stitch all the way down to the armhole. I'll do the same thing for this other part, and I'll also do same thing for the other sleeve. So guys, after doing all of that, this is what I have. As you can see, I'll go ahead now to shape out my top. So guys, after stitching, this is what I have. As you can see, so what I did next was to cut out a band. Make sure the band you are cutting is long enough to go around your waist. So guys, for the band, I have 4.5 inches. What I'll do is fold it into two this way, as you can see. Then I'll take my top and I'll fold it into two. So go ahead now to fold your top into two, and you notch that middle part. Then you place your band on that notched area. So after placing your band on that notched area, you go ahead now to stitch all the way down to the end of the top, and you do the same thing for this other side as well. You stitch all the way down to this end. So after stitching, this is what I have, as you can see. So you go ahead now to weave. You weave all the way down to the band end. After doing all of that, this is what the top looks like, as you can see. Hope this tutorial was helpful. Please do not forget to subscribe to the channel, like this video, drop a comment, and I will see you guys in the next class. Bye.